Using new media technology in your research studies can help you recruit more participants, ease communication with your participants, and automate research tasks, but many researchers may not know the best way to get started with the new tools. This group of short videos will help you think through adding an SMS system to your next study. I'm William Brown, and I've used mobile technologies in health research to engage both research participants and clinical patients. I'll share questions we asked when we got started, challenges we faced while implementing SMS, and discuss how we addressed those challenges when we used SMS to collect data in real time and improve medication adherence in a large, multi-site, multilingual, international HIV microbicide study. Privacy and security are two of the biggest concerns that most researchers have when they consider using SMS for research. How can you keep your participants' data secure? And how can you give participants control over their privacy? Security includes those steps that assure data isn't being used or accessed by unauthorized individuals, ensuring that data is accurate and reliable and is available when those with authorized access need it. Privacy is the ability for the participant to decide what information about them goes where. When you secure your data and protect patient privacy, you prevent access to the SMS system from other users of the participant's cell phone. An example of this might be family members or friends who happen to use the phone. You also prevent unauthorized access to your database through the internet. You prevent unauthorized access to the participant's data during data transfer from remote sites, and you prevent others from finding out about participants' study participation. Here are the strategies we used. Participant passwords. Participant passwords require the patient to use a password to begin a text message exchange with the system. Careful message wording. Ensuring messages from the system don't contain sensitive information. Participant training. Instructing participants to delete all messages and lock their phones. Secure researcher devices. Using firewall technology and administrative passwords for every machine or device that accesses or stores data, using secure data transfer protocols. When using the SMS system in a small pilot study, participants were concerned about someone seeing the preview of the text. Carefully wording the message in a way that was ambiguous so that only the participant understood helped maintain privacy even if someone saw the text. Also, in some countries, phone sharing is common. Providing a password helped to ensure that the person responding to the system was the authorized user. Speed and functionality are both important because a faster system with better functionality reduces frustration, lowers barriers to the use for the participant, and improves your workflow when you operate the system. 3 challenges related to speed and functionality are slow data transmission speed, system lag, and variations in antenna signal strength or reception. Some ways to address these challenges include using an internet-based SMS service to send and receive messages. These sources can send multiple SMS instantaneously, which makes interacting with the system feel seamless. To mitigate system lag, periodically restart and defragment your system. This is particularly true if you're going to use older Windows-based systems. Lastly, perform a cartographic analysis of antennas and towers. If no cartography of antenna locations is available, signal strength can be estimated by site staff using their own mobile phones in the area of concern. When we tested the SMS system, participants felt that the system took too long to respond. After switching to an online SMS service the message response time became almost instantaneous, and the participants said that the communication felt more natural, conversational, and less frustrating. The cost of sending text messages can be a major challenge. Participants may incur costs for the messages they send, and if they are located in the U.S., then they may also incur costs for the messages they receive. This expense adds up quickly for research that requires frequent contact and can present a barrier to use for some participants. To meet the challenges of cost to participants, encourage participants to use local unlimited text messaging plans when available. Research the service providers available to your participants to understand the cost and build in an extra mechanism to cover this cost in your compensation plan. Preparation will allow you to budget for a fixed cost per month that will allow your participants to send as many messages as necessary. In our pilot study, we found that the more people use the system, the greater the expense to both the participant and the study. By suggesting unlimited SMS plans to the participant and taking advantage of unlimited SMS plans for the study, the amount of text messages was no longer restricted or monetarily detrimental to either party. When thinking about implementing a text messaging system for your project, you may encounter several data management challenges. Some of these challenges include centralizing data, managing site resources, data analysis, data dissemination, and data sharing. Some things that may be helpful to manage data are processing the data on a daily basis by developing programs to facilitate data cleaning and organization, using and updating data summary sheets daily, including critical statistics in your data summary such as the total number of times participants had received reminders, completed product use reports, and/or reported using the product. Regularly uploading the summary sheets and raw data to a secure data management location so that authorized staff can access them. When sharing information with participants, it may be helpful to provide an optimal visualization. One such visualization is a calendar to display text messaging use to review with participants. When the international study began, we quickly realized that there was a lot of data coming in every day, and amounts were increasing with each new participant. Monitoring and cleaning the data daily helped to reduce the burden and confusion at the end of the study. It also allowed us to see how the study was progressing and anticipate how much work would have to be done to process the data at the end of the study.
This concludes our SMS video series. In sum, to ensure privacy and security, use participant passwords and ambiguous wording of messages. To increase speed and functionality of the SMS system, consider using an internet-based SMS service to send messages. Also, consider a cartographic analysis to assess signal optimization and find locations with the greatest signal strength. To keep costs down for everyone, encourage the use of unlimited SMS plans and compensate participants to cover their messaging costs. Finally, to ease data analysis at the study's completion, monitor and clean the data on a regular basis. We hope you found this video series on using SMS and behavioral research useful. Subscribe, follow, and like us on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for watching.